Yeah, so the Winnipeg Jets making moves. According to Darren Dreger, and I've confirmed, the Winnipeg Jets are getting winger Brandon Tanev. They're bringing him home, back to where it all started, from the Seattle Kraken in exchange for a second-round pick in 2027. So the Winnipeg Jets, fresh out of second-round picks, they are out of them in 2025, 6, and 7. Luke Schenn, of course, as we just reported, he is going for a second and a fourth. So the Jets, be real curious to see what they do. I think there was some talk at the beginning of this deadline. Do we actually need a second line center, or can Nemesnikov and Adam Lowry, can they go back and forth in terms of manning that role? Still to be determined. The Jets, of course, have all 3 of their first round picks this year, next year, and the year after. So very much still in play if they wanted to take a swing on something else. I think one thing we could probably cross off the list, though, sources indicate that Brayden Schenn will not be joining brother Luke in Winnipeg. So take that for what it's worth.
All right. Thank you, Frank. And yeah, a lot of talk that, hey, wherever Luke ended up or wherever Brayden ended up, vice versa, could the other one follow them? But Frank just saying that is not going to be the case. Let's go back to Nate and Jonny here, because we only got our friend Nate Thompson for another 10 minutes or so. Tanev and Schenn, a couple of good vets who can handle, third pair minutes, middle 6 forward. Is that enough, Nate, for the Winnipeg Jets?
I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say, because you look at Colorado and you look at what they did and you're seeing what Dallas is going to do. So I'm going to say no. Do I love the trade of Brandon Tanev going back to Winnipeg? Absolutely. I think he is a bona fide third, fourth line guy that will give you great minutes and give you hard minutes, especially in the playoffs. Luke Schenn, he's a guy that's, he's used to being traded. He's used to being moving around. He plays a certain style. You know what you're going to get from him. I do believe that they're going to help their lineup, and they only got better because of those guys. But I do think they need to do a little bit more just to be able to compete with, a Dallas and Colorado in their own division.
It's going to be such a dogfight to get out of that Central, Jonny.
Yeah.
And for me, listen, I think a team like Winnipeg, and I had spoke to Nikolai Ehlers earlier this year when they were at the Garden taking on the Rangers, and he said, in the offseason, we didn't think that we needed a change in personnel. We thought we needed a change in mentality. And to me, I look at Winnipeg just like I'm looking at Washington this year, and when everything's clicking the right way and there isn't really a hole in their roster, maybe it is beneficial to not do too much. Obviously I agree with Nate's points, like Dallas loading up from what it sounds like, and obviously Colorado, like we said before, but sometimes I think when you have a good thing, you don't want to break, or you don't want to fix what's not broken, right? So Winnipeg has a lot to prove this year, and maybe if things don't go well in the playoffs this year, that's when they kind of tear it all up. Like I think about, those mid-2010 San Jose Sharks teams, right? Like Joe Thornton, Patrick Marleau, Joe Pavelski, Brent Burns, Martin Jones and net. Like that team was always knocking on the door and probably had a lot more success than Winnipeg has had because they actually got to the Cup final.
What's up, hockey fans? If you like that video, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the Daily Faceoff YouTube, because we have tons of great content, from exclusive interviews on The Sheet with Jeff Merrick to instant analysis and breaking news with our Daily Faceoff insider, Frank Seravalli, on Daily Faceoff Live, to your go-to morning duo, Jonny Lazerus and Colby Cohen, on Morning Cup of Hockey. Plenty of great content, wall-to-wall, team-to-team, all the way across the entire league. You won't miss it if you subscribe. What's up, hockey fans? If you like that video, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the Daily Faceoff YouTube, because we have tons of great content, from exclusive interviews on The Sheet with Jeff Merrick to instant analysis and breaking news with our Daily Faceoff insider, Frank Seravalli, on Daily Faceoff Live, to your go-to morning duo, Jonny Lazerus and Colby Cohen, on Morning Cup of Hockey. Plenty of great content, wall-to-wall, team-to-team, all the way across the entire league. You won't miss it if you subscribe.